Hi there, my name's Adam Troop, and today I'm going to do a little comparison between a couple of different microphones on the a7S II, although the kind of things I'm going to talk about will apply to all cameras, although the audio quality obviously will be from the a7S II, which, to be honest, is pretty good from what I've heard, the sound quality on it, compared to something like the Canon DSLRs, which notoriously have pretty terrible like preamps built into the cameras. So basically, just to show you, and the kind of direction I'm coming at this from is using it for personal use. So my issue is, obviously we've got a lot of wind. I'm using this little lav mic with some Sennheiser radio mic system on top of the GH4 that I'm shooting on with continuous autofocus. So sorry if it decides to hunt around. I can't, you know, I'm a bit further away from the camera and I can't really set the autofocus, and I'm not playing around with things to focus on anyway because I need to be quick. So when using the a7S II for personal use, I'm just going to make sure I've got it in auto ISO. It's manual but with auto ISO. That's how I tend to shoot most personal stuff, and I'll just keep the shutter down kind of as low as I can, but obviously if it gets too bright I'll crank it up and it'll kind of give it room to adjust itself. But one of the issues, I'm just going to, there's no full auto audio mode on the a7S II, it would appear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the audio record level to 26, which is its default for the internal mics. There's two of them, one on either side here, which, to be honest, I would say, see, when you've got no wind, it sounds really quite good, you know, just for being an omnidirectional mic. It's picking you up, say you're filming personal stuff, whether you're filming what's in front of you and you're talking, or you're filming yourself like this. I'm going to just switch it on, and it should be on, yep, continuous autofocus. So right, I'm just going to film the camera here, and I'll get out my face so hopefully this autofocuses. So you can hear here in this example, I'm not feeling wind hitting me at the moment, although it doesn't take a lot. You'll probably hear that a little bit there. But the actual sound of me behind the camera sounds, you know, great, you know, when I'm just filming personal things and I want to hear me behind the camera, which is where I tend to be a lot of the time. And then obviously I can spin it round. I'll just zoom it out to 16, and this is me filming myself. And again, just the internal mics, they're good, but a little bit of wind and it's a disaster. You absolutely don't want wind when recording with the internal mics. And of course you could add some of the little wind muffs onto the mics, but the annoying thing is there's two of them and there's not a huge amount of room here, so it's not ideal. Really, it would be much better to have an external mic. And a microphone that I've had, and I'm just going to pick it up, boom, is the Rode Videomic Pro. Now, this is a fantastic mic. I've got it currently set. I've got to 0 dB and the the high pass filter on. So I'm just going to screw this onto the camera. And with this, it's really, even at 0 dB, it's really quite, you know, quite a loud microphone, a lot of strong signal coming in. So what you want to do is, I've found that on 0 dB on the Rode Videomic Pro, you want to drop the audio level down to about sort of 14, something like that should do it. Okay, so here we go. Listen to this. I'm recording on the a7S II with the Rode Videomic Pro, and as you can probably hear, it sounds a hell of a lot better. I've actually got a sort of wind cover on it, the sort of windsock, from MyCover, M-I-C-O-V-E-R, I'm pretty sure that's what it was called, because I saw a side-by-side comparison between that and the official Rode one online, and this one was noticeably better, so I decided to go with this one. Downside to it is you can't see the light on the back. It actually covers it, so you have to double check. This is the big problem with this mic, is, you know, it's great quality, but you need to make sure that you've got it switched on, otherwise you're recording nothing. You will be without audio, which is obviously worse than having terrible audio, is having no audio. But the biggest problem for me with this mic for personal use, apart from it's quite big, but you know, I'm willing to look like a bit of an ass in public as long as I'm getting great quality. You know, I'm just, you know, like that. I do this professionally, so when it comes to personal stuff, I want it to look and sound great as well. But the big problem with this mic, and you'll hear in this example, when I'm actually behind the microphone, which when I'm filming people, you know, for personal work, that's where I tend to be the vast majority of the time, is behind the camera. You know, I'm not a huge one for, you know, selfie filming all the time. You know, I like to film what's going on around me. But you'll be able to hear, even with the high pass filter on, and this is way worse without it. I'll switch it off just so you can hear it, but my voice is incredibly sort of noticeably a lot more muffled and sort of boomy than it is when I'm talking directly towards the microphone. Of course, that's what the mic's designed to do. It's a shotgun mic, so you know, it's supposed to reject what's, you know, to the sides and behind. It's really focusing forward to get the best audio quality. And I'm just going to take off, and you'll notice it probably, well, it will sound a bit worse again in terms of me sounding very boomy and everything behind. And I'm just going to flip it round, and is it still recording? Yes, I'm still recording. So I'm just going to hold it here, and this is it without the high pass filter switched on. Again, it sounds great when you're pointing the mic at you, but I don't know what camera to look at here, but when you're pointing the mic at you, it sounds fantastic. It's just whenever I'm having a conversation with someone like a partner or whatever I'm filming, I sound terrible, especially the fact I've got quite a low voice anyway, so this mic really doesn't help. So for the two reasons for personal use, I don't want to think about the battery. I'm just going to stop that there. I don't want to think about the battery being on. That's just, you know, something to go wrong when you're not putting all your concentration into what you're doing. You want to enjoy whatever you're filming, and you want to just capture great quality. So I decided to pick up the Rode Videomicro to take a look at. One of the big reasons was the fact I thought it would be less directional because it's a lot shorter a microphone. I'm just going to pick that up. Well, before I do, put the camera down and I'll hold them up together. And of course, outside we're going to be filming with the windsock on, so that's the proper Rode sort of wind cover that comes with it. And you can see the terms of the size, it's much smaller. It's more like a little ball than a long furry animal. I don't know, this could be an animal, but more of a ball-like animal. Can't think of any, maybe a hamster, who knows. I'm just going to put that down, and I'm just going to plug this into the a7S II. So here we go. As you can see there, looks a lot smaller. And I'm just going to plug this in. Do you know, my one big complaint with this mic is this. Why did they make it red? Or it's almost like a pinky red. The color is not the issue, it's the fact that it's colored at all. I would rather it was just black. Generally, you know, when you're filming, you don't want to say, hey everyone, look at this, look, I've got a red cable on my camera, because it's quite eye-catching. I mean, it kind of looks cool, but personally, give me a black one any day of the week. It's quite annoying. I'll be looking to replace that with a black one, be a wee bit more discreet. So here I go. I'm going to have to change the audio levels up to 16. So not a huge amount of adjustment for the Videomicro, but I can see we're getting levels there. So I'm just going to, again, start off by talking into the camera, and this is like the other microphone where you're going to get the best quality. It's designed, it is a stereo type mic, a shotgun type mic. It's picking up directly what's in front of it. But if I turn it around and start talking from behind the camera, you'll notice I don't sound nearly as boomy as the Videomic Pro, and I guess that must be just down to the fact that it'll be less sort of extreme directional pickup pattern than the Videomic Pro. I've got a wee bit of a squeaky gate behind me, but for those two reasons, the fact that I can be behind it and I don't sound quite as boomy, I can also be in front of it and it sounds even better. It sounds as good as it's going to sound. And the fact it's a lot smaller and I don't need to worry about the power. This is going to be my personal mic. And to be honest, when I'm filming professionally, I don't tend to use on-camera sound, although the preamps on the A7S are noticeably a lot better than the 5D Mark III, which is what I'm coming from for shooting the majority of my professional work. I basically never used the 5D Mark III for personal works. It was just, you know, it's got no autofocus. I like cameras, you know, that you can just point and shoot basically, but with the higher quality of a more professional camera. So I hope that was helpful and give you a bit of an idea of what mic would be most useful for yourself in your personal filming or even your professional filming. If you want a mic that you don't need to worry about switching on or having batteries for, you just plug it in and that's it working, then obviously the Videomicro is a great option. But if you want even better quality and you're only going to be recording audio of what's in front of the camera and it doesn't matter what it sounds like behind the camera, then the Videomic Pro would be the way to go. And yeah, if you're interested in either of these products, I'll put links below in the description, just to Amazon. Generally that's you know, the fastest delivery and best prices, so check them out. And yeah, thanks for watching.